It's Byron Scott back with another live talk to you guys, you beginner wholesalers, how to wholesale with integrity. There's a lot of people out there teaching people how to wholesale, and they'll teach you how to lie to people, how to try to get over on people, how to do a lot of stuff not really ethical. So tonight, I'm going to talk about how we do it. Going to talk about how you can do it too and run a legit business with integrity, being honest with everybody involved, and bring true value to the point where the seller understands why you're getting paid, the buyer understands why you're getting paid, and you don't have to be shady. So stay tuned. We're gonna get right into it. As you come in, do like Tanya did. Go ahead and wave at me. Drop me a comment so I can give you a shout out. Shout out to Tanya. Shout out to Tanya, man. Tanya been putting in work. Shout out to Tanya. Let me get my Instagram people in here. We got my guy Fifth Ave. My guy. Fifth Ave then came through this thing, man. Shout out to Fifth Ave Trav, man. If you don't know the guy, go follow him on IG. Man, we got Mason Amendola. What's up, man? Yo, make me a millionaire right now. Hey, dude, you think it's a game? You could really run up some millions in this game, Amendola, for real. You think it's a game? I'm being for real. We need to get up though. I saw you. We're gonna get together. Neil the investor, what's going on, man? Hope, what's up? King NYC, what's going on? But yeah, man. So we got Rolex in the building. What's going on, Rolex? Hey, we gotta get you these pictures this weekend though. Are you gonna clean out that property and get like some real pictures, or what you thinking on that, Rolex? Tanya says working hard, I gotta get that cash. Hey, that's what it's all about, man. Like in this business, it's all about just hustle, man. It's all about hustle. If you got the hustle, then the rest of it, the money is gonna be there. That's why I'm like, man, Amendola, you can get it. I guarantee you can come in this business and go absolutely bananas. My guy Fifth Ave Trav Byron the boss. Hey, I'm trying to be a boss, man. Trying to learn how to be like you. But so Jake, what's going on, Jake? But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. So a lot of wholesalers out there that do this business, they go out and they tell sellers that they're the buyers, that hey, they're gonna make like they act like they're the buyers, they're gonna make an offer on their house, or they act like their company is a buyer, their company is gonna buy their house, cash as is, stuff like that, with no intentions of ever doing any of that stuff, right? They don't have the intentions nor the ability to buy that person's house. And that's when you get into, you're lying to that person. You're telling them something that you know is not true, that you know you're not gonna do. And that's something that, that's the way I heard it when I came in, but I just moved away from that because it just didn't sit right with me. I wanted to be straight up and honest with these sellers, but I had to figure out a way to do that, and it made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So we do it a little bit different, man. And when we come at people, we let them know, like, hey, we are a service provider. What service do we provide? We provide service to people who are looking to buy houses. You know, a lot of times they're buying them cash as is, but we're providing service to our investors, realtors who may have some people that's looking to buy houses. We're a service provider, and we provide those people with properties that they might be interested in purchasing, right? They're purchasing properties in your area. We're reaching out to see, are you interested in selling your property? Boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we position ourselves. We're the service provider. We've connected with a host. We connected with a bunch of investors in your area, and we can get you offers from them. Are you interested in selling? So that's kind of how we position ourselves. We also let them know, like, hey, we also provide services to sellers. You know, people that's looking to sell their house, we make sure they get the terms and a price that works for them. We also have what's called a done for you service where we list your property on the MLS, but it still works as a cash offer. You're still able to sell cash as is, and you're also able to sell with no realtor fees, no closing costs. And we, because our company work with a lot of investors, we have a lot of connections where we can make sure your property is cleaned up, make sure professional pictures are taken, and make sure your property sells for top dollar on the market. Make sure it looks good, you know. So that's what we do, and that's how we present ourselves, and that's what we do. Like, that's being straight up, that's being honest. We don't tell them we got to go back and talk to some hidden guy behind the wall. Hey, I got to go back in the back room and talk to some magical guy that's going to give me some crazy offer. No, we let them know, hey, look, we'll have to talk to our investors, that's exactly what we do. We talk to them, or we'll be talking to them. We'll text the investor right there. Hey, got this property, this much. What you think? You know what I'm saying? So we really are waiting to hear back from our investors. You know what I'm saying? When we send people over to the property, we don't have to say, "Oh, yeah, that's my contractor, that's going over there." Da, da, da. We don't have to do that. We let them know that our investors is going to look at your property. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We let them know, hey, one of our agents going over there to check out the property. You know, so we let them know that, man. We let them know what's going on. And what we've been seeing lately is because we let them know what's going on, they let us know what's going on. A lot of times you have people that may try to go behind your back. You have people that, talk to them as if you're a traditional wholesaler and that you're trying to hide something from them, right? We don't hide. Right? We let them know what's going on. We don't hide. We let them know, like, hey, how do you make your money? We charge the buyer a fee. That's our assignment fee. Boom. So this doesn't impact you at all. We charge the buyer a fee for providing this service. It's the truth, man. It's the truth, dude. You telling people straight up what it is. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man. It's like my guy Rolex says, it's not rocket science, man. A lot of times, a lot of wholesalers want to, tell people the truth. They just don't know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? They just haven't formulated a way, and the lingo. How am I going to tell this person? The only lingo I ever heard is the lion lingo. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard a lingo where I could tell people what's really going on. And when you set the proper expectations up front, then they already know what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? They already know you're going to be charging the buyer a fee, right? They already know that you work with a group of investors looking to buy their property. So when you say, hey, we send our investors over, they already know. They already know how the game goes. So when you set that expectation up front, it's a lot easier to handle business. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our whole process, it's all about setting the expectation up front and then reiterating, this is how we work. This is how our process goes the whole way along, right? So my guy Rich in the building, what's going on, Rich? But that's how we're able to, be straight up and straight and honest with our sellers. And then on the buyer side, we're straight, we tell them what's going on. We let them know we're wholesaling this property, right? We have no reason not to tell our buyers what's going on. Like, we tell them we're wholesaling this property and we try to negotiate good terms for them. Like if we got a buyer that's buying a property, we said, hey, look, seller's gonna need to stay in the property a week after closing. They might be like, okay, no problem, we'll get them out after that. We'll let them know, like, hey, we want to put a contingency in here to protect you. We want to put like a 10K holdback, and charge them $100 every day, every day that they don't get out of the property to make sure that they get out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do stuff like that to help protect our buyers. You see what I'm saying? First of all, we're gonna try to make sure they get out of the property. But we try to, we be transparent with them, let them know exactly what's going on. We don't try to hide nothing from them. We want them to know all the details, right? And we can do that because we're providing a legit service. We're being straight up with the seller, so we can be straight up with the buyer and let them know what's going on. A lot of times when these buyers go there, we let them know, like, hey, look, if you discuss price and terms with the seller, we're not even going to entertain your offer. Just let you know straight up. So I think this pitch is the best way to wholesale. Like, it's the best pitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that actually do different stuff. But if you're a pure wholesaler and this is what you do, then doing, in some way, not that you would use those exact same words, in some way saying what I just went through is what you should be doing. Should be telling these people what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? That way it's real easy, real basic, real clear to everybody, how you doing, what you're doing, and that you are providing a service, right? That you are providing a service. So Coda says, integrity always. How can we help you get what you want? Exactly, man. How can we help you get what you want? I literally say we are not the cash buyers. We service a network of cash buyers. It's easy and simple, man. Hey, and this is a benefit to you. Like, the fact that we have a whole bunch of people over here is a benefit to you. That means we're going to be able to get, serve for you in order to present you with a, competitive offer. And it allows us to be flexible because we have a pool of buyers. A lot of our buyers do cash, they buy a lot of property, and we're able to work with them on your behalf to help them be flexible in this transaction to help the transaction work for you. So that's kind of what we do. We work for the sellers to make sure they get what they want. We work for the buyers to make sure they get what they want. We work for both sides, man. Work for both sides. Make sure everything works for both sides. Charge the buyer a fee, and we out of there. We out of there. So, yeah, man. I just wish more people would talk about this. I don't know. I mean, I watch a lot of videos. I don't hear many people talk about this. I know my guy Dwayne does. We had a call with him, not way too long ago. But I know my guy Dwayne does. He's one of the only people that I know that's kind of big time that really talks like that. And being transparent with your buyer and let them know what's going on, it helps build that relationship with buyers. You know what I'm saying? So the next time you get something in that particular area, they're going to be willing to work with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's building that long-term relationship with buyers, long-term relationships with attorneys, long-term relationships with all the different people that you would use to either clean out the property, all this other, take pictures, all this other different stuff. That's going to allow you to have longevity. Anybody that's been in business knows it's the relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's about the relationships, building those relationships, and then being able to feed off those relationships is big. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you really want to do in this business. Create relationships, build up relationships, and feed off those relationships, right? Richard says on the back end, they will not fight you at closing and allow us to negotiate on the back end for sure. It helped us on the back end, no doubt. So it really does help us on the back end be able to negotiate with them. The fact that we're not the buyer takes the pressure off us. So when they say, "Hey, what can you offer?" Uh, this is a tough one. I don't even know what we could really offer on this. I really would need to check with my investors, right? Boom. Any question you got, this really helped me when I was new. Any question you got is like, I really don't know. I really would need to check with our investors to see what they would really be willing to do in that situation or what they'd be able to do in that situation. You see what I'm saying? I'm always able to go back to, hey, I got to talk to our investors because 99% of the time I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really do got to go talk to our investors, right? And then the other thing we do is even before I had positions, I always had positions. I always had a disposition manager, even when the disposition manager was me. I always had an acquisition manager, even when the acquisition manager was me. I always had a transaction coordinator, even when the transaction coordinator was me. So it's like, hold on, I got to go talk to my transaction coordinator about that to see if we're able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I build a team obviously over time, but you always want to set up your different positions in your business, and even if you got to play every role right now, you want to play those roles, but you also, whatever you doing, you want to write those roles down. You know what I'm saying? So when you're ready to hire people or you're ready to bring somebody on that you get big time, you could hand off all this stuff and say, hey, look, this is what you're responsible for. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a big thing as well, making sure that, that set it up where you can hand it off to other people and they able to go out and execute. And that's where I'm at right now. I got people that's putting properties under contract. I got people that's selling my properties. We just hired a transaction coordinator. I know she's really good. So but yeah, my guy Fifth Ave said free game. Hey, it's free game, man. You already know. Every night coming with free game. I'm gonna get it in, no matter how late it is. We're gonna get it in, man. And what I want to do is really bring specific topics like this. I think yesterday we talked about uh, how to generate leads, and I showed y'all how to go through and create an account on motivatorsellers.com. So if you missed that, go back and check out yesterday's live. I also gave you some real good game on how to go find some free leads, these probate leads, right? And my guy Rich, Rich said, man, I can't be giving away, you know what I'm saying? I can't be giving away that secret sauce. Is what Rich said. Rich said, man, that's too much game, what Rich said, But I go check out the last live. I show you live how to find probate leads for free. And you don't have to skip trace them. You don't have to look them up on no prop screen, none of that stuff. You can go find them for free. And the best part is they're giving out their own number. You ain't got to guess what their phone number is. It's not like it's a phone number down there. You don't even know if it's them or not. They have to write down their phone number when they, get their stuff into the probate court. They have to write down their phone number. So their phone number right there. Their phone number right there. Like, dude. So, you know, I showed you how to get those leads. It's, man, super game. We cold called those lists, and there's deals on the list. I'm telling you right now. But one thing that we are doing, for the people that's in my school, I know we got some people that's in here. For the people that's in my school, we put the list together for you, and we just provide it to the people in my school as part of being in the school. So, if you're in the school, then you got the list, right? A list of leads. You'll never run out of leads. We'll keep you all the way updated on all those leads. You can call them all you want to. You know what I'm saying? So now you got no excuse. Dude, you got no excuse, man. No excuse. Um, so what's up, bro? Which PPL service is the one you placed the $75 bids? It used to be $75, Brandon. What's going on, man? Used to be $75. They done upped it to $100. Now I'm grandfathered in on these counties where I had $75. And I think I paid $75 for a couple of leads here recently. But I'm like, dude, I ain't changing that account. I'm gonna keep that account at 75, go create me another account. You know, I may up my bid, but yeah, I'm grandfathered in on that one. I'm grandfathered in. Rich, Richard Tower will laugh. Uh, if you go to school, we give you the list too. Yeah. They go to the school, you can get the list of probates, and we're gonna put some of our PPLs on there just because it's like, you know, if we can't get them, you might well take a chance of getting them. So, you know, you can get you some free leads up in there. Free leads. You know what I'm saying? We trying to help people actually do deals, dude. I know how it is. I know how it is trying to get your first deal. I know how it is wanting it so bad to change your situation, to, you know, do something in real estate. And it's like, dude, we giving you leads. We show you how to talk to them, show you how to get them on the contract. We show you that we know we also gonna give you our list of buyers that we've worked with. We have a running list of buyers. We give you our list of buyers. We also show you how to list it on MLS. Basically, we deploying everything for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I always been that way though, man. If you gonna get in with me, I'm gonna give you everything I got to try to help you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. Um, but anyways, so the last thing I really wanted to talk about is dealing with attorneys' offices when it comes to wholesaling. When you call these attorneys' offices, so say you get some of the contract, you know, with the seller, and then you find a buyer. I usually don't send anything to the attorney's office until I get both of those, unless the deal is so good that it's like, oh man, I need to get this over to the attorney ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do when you call that attorney up, you want to let them know, like, hey, I'm a wholesaler. Do you guys work with wholesalers? And if they say yes, then you know you can rock with them. They like, what is wholesaling? You like, probably don't need to deal with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If they don't if they don't work with wholesalers, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? Move on. You want to find somebody who work with wholesalers. There's plenty of them out there. The next thing you want to know is, do they do assignments or double close, or do they do both? You know what I'm saying? Some closing attorneys going to do assignment, a contract. An assignment is basically where they take your contract you have between you and the seller, and then your position is going to be assigned to the actual buyer, right? Your position is going to be assigned to the actual buyer, and it's going to be assigned to them through an assignment agreement where you and the buyer have a written agreement that he's going to take your place inside of the original contract for a particular fee. And that's going to be the assignment fee, right? So I think I got assignment fee. I might be able to show y'all an assignment fee. Let me see if I got an assignment fee or assignment agreement. Let me see if I got an assignment agreement I can show y'all. Should have an assignment agreement, purchase agreement, contract, assignment agreement. Here we go. One. All right. This is a good one. Here we go. Man, this is a good one right here, though. 23K. This one is a good one. But let me show you this. I think I got the right one. Yeah, this is it. So here's the assignment agreement. So we have our regular agreement, and then we want to assign our position. We use this assignment agreement, right? This is the old agreement I just snatched off the web somewhere, and but it works, right? It just says that in disagreement between OpenResi, the assigner, you're the assigner, and the buyer is the assignee, right? And then you put the property there, and then the legal description. You can get that off Zillow a lot of times, but if not, go to the county website. You can get it from there. And it just spells out that the assignee, like buyer slash assigner hereby assign all rights, excluding all earnest money deposits, to said contract. Right? It's just saying, hey, look, this contract between my company and the seller, we're gonna assign that to the assignee as follows, right? The buyer slash assigner hereby assigns all rights, excluding all earnest money deposits. You don't want the assignee to get your earnest money deposits, right? To said contract for sale and purchase to the end buyer, the assignee, right, in exchange for compensation in the amount of 23 big ones, right? 23 big ones, right? You want to put, non-refundable deposit. He gonna have to put that 4K down, right? We're gonna go and hit him with the 4K deal. Non-refundable, right? We want it at the attorney's office, and we want it non-refundable. If you ain't got it there within like 2 days later, moving on to the next person. You know what I'm saying? We moving on. Get out of here, scram. And then the rest of it just goes and say, the assignee accept all the terms, their knowledge liability, all the other stuff, disclosures, and then we just get it signed. Boom, boom, boom. So that's the assignment, and you're assigning your position in the original contract because that position is valuable, right? I always, make reference to like the barbershop. When you're in the barbershop, at least back in the day, I don't know how y'all do it no more. I don't really go to the barbershop. I can't take them, them $40, $50 cuts, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I just cut my stuff at the house. But anyways, when you're at the barbershop, and I think they do it different now. People have to go set appointments and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I can't even walk in and get no cut no more. But anyways, so if I'm at the barbershop, right, I walk in and there's 10 people in line, and Rich is the next guy to get up. You know what I'm saying? He got the first rights to get in that chair next. I'm like, hey, Rich, I give you this $20 bill. You let me go next. You know what I'm saying? He is giving me his position for a fee, right? He is signing me his position to go next for a fee because that position is valuable, right? To me, how much value would I put on it? It depends on how bad I want that position, right? Same thing for a buyer. How bad do they want that contract? It's like, man, I pay you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they're willing to pay. Usually we just say it as purchase. So we got the buyer, we got the seller in the contract for $100,000, and we think the buyer would pay 150, then we know we getting a 50K assignment. You know what I'm saying? But we just let the buyer know, hey, the total would be 150. You see what I'm saying? And then the 50 would be the assignment, and purchase prices the 100. You know what I'm saying? They just add it up. So yeah, that's kind of how that worked, man. That's kind of how that worked. So but yeah, man, that's what we do, man. White Knight, what's going on, man? White Knight in the building. What's going on? But yeah, so make sure the attorneys deal with either assignments or double close. A lot of these attorneys are getting away from assignments, but I haven't had an attorney yet that just won't do a double close. Now you might have somebody in random place that might not do a double close, but most people are going to do a double close. The only question is, are they going to use pass-through funding to fund the first transaction, right? Because technically, if you do a double close, you are buying the property from the seller, and then you turn around and selling the property to the end buyer the same day, usually the same day, usually at the same time, right? Or like right after each other. So usually you would have to bring money to close that first deal, and then you could turn around and sell it, right? But there's attorneys' offices that'll take the money that that end buyer brings in, and they'll use it to fund the first transaction, because so that you ain't got to send their money, and then the rest of the money that's left over is going to be used to finish your transaction. That's usually that's when I say pass through funding, because it goes from the what we call a B2C transaction with you and the end buyer, and that those funds go from there and it pass through to go to the A to B contract between you and the seller, right? If they don't have that, then you just have to get, if they make you bring your own money, you have to get transactional funding, or you can bring your own money if you got your own money, or you can get transactional funding. That transactional funding, there's a lot of different transactional funding services you can use. But if you need transactional funding, hit me up. I got you. Hit me up. I got you. If you need it, hit me up. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. Okay. But yeah, so that's how you want to deal with the attorney's offices. What's going on? What's that? T2H Zahid. What's going on, man? But yeah, that's how you want to deal with it. That's how you want to work with integrity when it comes to sellers, when it comes to buyers, and when it comes to attorneys' offices. You want to be straight up and honest with all the different parties. That way, you're running a honest business with integrity. You can do this wholesale thing and be honest and have integrity and still make a ton of money. You know what I'm saying? So I dare you to go back and watch this video again, implement some of these, implement the pitch, service provider. Once you start realizing that you actually are providing a service, that's when you really can feel good about what you're doing, and it's just gonna come out natural. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, y'all got questions, go ahead and drop them. If you got questions, go ahead and drop them, man. I know my guy. Hey, I want to go ahead and do my shout outs though. Rich, appreciate you for coming through, man. Brandon, Ty, cash flow, Ty coming through, man. Cody, what's up, Cody? We got my guy Rolex. Hit me up, Rolex, about the picks. And we had Tanya come through on YouTube. We got 10 people up in here, man. Make sure all 10 like the video. Show some love. I'm giving you games. Show some love. I appreciate y'all. All my people on IG that came through, man. Shout out to my guy Fifth Ave Trav. Shout out to Mason Amendola. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. My guy Jake, my guy representing Memphis. What's going on? South New Jersey properties. What's going on, man? Jay Hustling. What's up? Neil the investor. What's going on, man? And Hope. And can't forget my guy, the King NYC. What's going on, King NYC? I see you, man. I see you. But shoot, man. Rich says a lot of people need to hear that. Hey, man, you gotta do it, man. You gotta operate the right way. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of people operate the wrong way, and they gone. Operate the right way, build good relationships, and you can stay around in this whole sales space, and keep your time that you want. Get away from your 9 to 5 if you want, and all the other good stuff that you really want to do with your life. So, but shoot, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. No doubt. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. I'll be back. Uh, hey, last shout out. Shout out to my guy Rich J. What's going on, Rich J, man? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Make sure y'all like the video. I'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for coming through. But until next time, oh, I forgot, man. 10 people that's here, man. Go join my school right now. It's free to join. Go check it out, man. I want to help 100 people start wholesaling real estate. The link is in my description. If you're on IG, go check it out in my bio. But I'm trying to help 100 people wholesale real estate. So go join the school. It's free for 7 days. And in the school, you're gonna get my whole wholesaling course. You're gonna get a mentor, like a personal mentor, almost like a personal trainer, a personal mentor that has done wholesale deals. You're gonna get all my contracts, all my calculators, how to calculate offers. You're gonna get 2 days a week wholesale training. Like, dude, it's unbelievable, dude. There's just no way that you're serious about trying to do this and not getting in. You get free leads. We're gonna give you leads for free. We're gonna give you buyers list for free. It's like, dude, if you actually trying to do this, there's no way you can't jump in that school. I mean, and you're gonna get to go in there for 7 days for free. So I'm just saying, man, it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer if you actually trying to do this business. So, man, come in, get in with us. We'll show you how to do this thing, get your deals, and make bigger checks. So, but shoot, appreciate everybody for coming through. Make sure you like the video. Till next time, I'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.